talk about EastEnders while we've got you.
We do, of course we do.
Oh, my first question was going to be,
how's
you feeling
Adam?
after you?
Was that going to be your first question?
How's Adam? I was desperately trying to avoid saying that. How are you feeling sort of now? It's
I'm just so relieved it's over. Yeah, I was mortified that I'd done that, and I have no idea why. I mean, I can't tell you how well rehearsed we all were. Nobody had made a mistake for days. You know, it was all. There's so much. There's 300 crew to organise as well. So our rehearsals, you know, we were bang on it. So I can't explain why that happened or how. I mean, I can only think. And you know, I was out with some friends from Trying Again the other day, and I said it couldn't have been worse. It just couldn't have been worse. And Chris Addison, who I'd worked with quite a bit, and so he knows my tendency to swear quite badly when I mess a take up. And I was quite well known for swearing quite badly when I messed up takes on Trying Again. So he went, well, it could have been worse, because you could have sworn straight afterwards like you normally do. I thought, yeah, actually. At least I didn't then swear.
What was going through your mind? Because we just saw this.
It was like an out-of-body experience. I literally went, how's Adam? Came out of my own head and went, well, there's no getting out of that. You can't even talk your way around that. That's not a fluff. You've just said Adam. Came back in my head and thought, just let's get to the next scene. Came off and had a full-blown panic attack.
Was it daunting going into the live, knowing it was live anyway? Is there an extra
Yeah, I think I'd made this mistake whereby I thought it was like theatre, and it's not, for several reasons. One of them is, obviously, if you mess up like that, you've not got tomorrow night and the rest of the run to make yourself feel better about it. Although I did go out the next night somehow. But mainly because when you've got theatre, you've got all this adrenaline, all these nerves before you go out in front of an audience. And an audience is an audience, essentially. You could be in a studio with 4 people or in front of 9 million people. An audience is an audience, you know? And the other reason it's not like theatre is because when you're doing theatre, you've got these nerves and this adrenaline before you go on stage. But a big part of you is going, but let me have them. Once I'm out there on that stage and I feel the audience do a titter and I know they're on this journey and they're with me and we're doing this, you know, we're on this roller coaster of this play together. You feed off it and you work together, and it's a huge part of theatre that's brilliant. And I thought it was going to be like theatre, and it isn't, because you have these nerves and this adrenaline, and then you get out there and it's dead air. There is no audience. There's no reaction to anything you're doing, because there's the camera there, obviously, and the audience are all millions of miles away at home in their various homes. So then I think those nerves just imploded, and I can't explain it. Anyway, it happened, and the good thing was that the next day, when I thought, I can't do it, there's no way I can go back out there and do those next 4 scenes in front of people. It's just, you know, it can't happen. My husband drove 180 miles for an hour to tell me that I could, and left my kids with my best friend, who was, you know, obviously on team as well. And he just walked into the hotel and went, I'm outside. You are going in, and you will do this, and you can do it, which is great. And so I had a lot of breathing exercises to do before the next night, but I thought, I've got to bury that ghost, because, you know, then I went back out and did it, and if I hadn't, I'd be sitting here now probably just still distraught with myself, you know.
But you seem to see the funny side as well.
Oh, it's funny. Of course it's funny now. It just wasn't funny until I'd got the next night out of the way. There's no way I could have laughed about it until I'd gone back out there, got back on the horse, as it were, you know.
So have you had loads of people saying to you, like, how's Adam? Like, people you meet?
Not yet. Do you know what? I think it's a bit like when you fall over. I think people are trying to look the other way because they're so lovely about it. But if there's anything else I could say about it, it's that a lot of people have to go through something really tragic before they discover what a lot of love they've got around, what support they've got from their friends and family, you know, to get some awful diagnosis or something, and people rally round. And actually, you know, my Twitter followers are the nicest. I mean, they are team fabulous. There wasn't a single thing on my feed that wasn't funny, you know, taking the mick, which I can completely understand, or being really lovely and supportive about it. And my friends and family and the cast and crew were phenomenal and so lovely about it that actually it's almost like it was a good thing to happen, because I had no idea I had that kind of so much good feeling around me, you know.
So as far as the scenes we saw, it almost seemed like Tanya was hoping for some sort of reconciliation.
It did, didn't it? Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? And could we?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't write this stuff. You know, they're the brilliant writers out there put a little frisson in there, which is good. I think that Max and Tanya should always want each other, shouldn't they? That's the premise of their relationship.
Would you see yourself ever going back?
Not at the moment, no. I'm so happy doing other stuff, but never say never.